Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is, you're not bored, baby. The scripture comes from Acts 2:35. Until I make your enemies your footstool. Assuredly, therefore, let all the house of Israel know that God made him both Lord and Christ, this Jesus whom you crucified. Baby, God said that somebody thought that because they took you through the ringer, you know what I'm saying? Like Jesus said, if you want to follow me, you gonna have to you have to carry your own cross and bear it. You're gonna have to bear. You're gonna have your trials, you're gonna have your tribulations. If they crucified Christ, imagine how they gonna treat you. This somebody you went through it. You went through it. You went through it. You went through it. They know you went through it because it was by their hand that you went through it. And to their horror, to their shock, to their appallment, you are glowing. You are not sitting in the house bored. You are not somebody that's living this sad mourning. I just feel like somebody that they thought that you would be just going through it so bad and everything would be so terrible for you. And you wouldn't have no friends. You ain't smiling no more. And you know what I'm saying? You looking a mess everywhere. And you just completely gave up on life. Baby, God said they looked and they saw and they realized that that is not what's going on. You are not sitting around moping. You are not sitting around sad. You are not miserable. God said to somebody's horror, they can't believe it. They can't believe it. After everything they put you through. What's this other scripture that's trying to come through? This is Obadiah 1:9. And your mighty ones have been broken down, O Teman, so that every one of the mountains of Esau is cut off. For slaughter, for violence to your brother Jacob, shame covers you, and you have been cut off for all time. God said for some of you, these people, they themselves is going through it. They assume that you will be going through it because they going through it. But God said, no, baby, you doing fine. They the one that they like. Why in the world would God punish you just because they don't like you? That's not how God works. I just feel like this is a situation where somebody, you had to deal with people that were envious and jealous and hateful towards you. And because they just decided to gather together to come against you, and they felt like you was going to stay there. But God rose you up, dusted you off. They thought you were cold. And that you would be, God said they thought you would burn to ash. They ain't realized that you were gold. And you know what I'm saying? Under all that pressure, something beautiful was created. Under pressure, your beauty showed even more. You started to sparkle, glisten. They confused you with something that you're not. But that's okay. That's they bad. Now they going through it. Wow, God is saying to you, until I make your enemies your footstool. They thought that they were going to cause you to fall into a pit and they could slam the door shut. But they didn't realize that instead of you walking into that pit, you stepped on top of them to get up into the chair that God had for you already. That's the message. That's the message. That's the message they thought. They thought, for somebody, this person thought, they thought they turned everybody against you, and you could never, ever, ever possibly have another man. And you could never, ever, ever, ever have any more friends. And you could never, ever, ever, ever be able to go and have a good time. And that you were just all the way, baby, God said, who? Not you. Not you. No. They can't believe you still happy. They can't believe you still smiling. They can't believe you still get jazzed up. They can't believe that, baby. Like Pop say in House Party, they still down there dancing, baby. They can't believe, shocked and appalled. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. And for some of you, it was always intended for whoever this is to see this here, to find out, for somebody to find out that you were still happy, you were still grooving, still dancing, still celebrating, still having a good time. You wasn't sitting nowhere crying, sad, and depressed. Because, baby, God said the glory of God shines within you, shines around you, shine above you. God said it's not a situation that you ain't do it by yourself, but by God. God said by his hand. You not sitting around bored somewhere. You not sitting around depressed somewhere. And that's just what it is. And that's the message. That's the message. God said they thought. They really did. They really thought that you were going to be sitting around depressed, sad, and troubled, and that everything was just falling apart. And, oh, no, woe is me. What do I do about this? What do I do about that? God said, no, you're not. God said, not on his watch. I ain't put my watch on today. But God said, not on my watch. Anyways, that's the message, y'all. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.